Okay, um, so this lesson, which I have kind of called click and choose, is the idea that students are going to be creating interactive YouTube videos. So the setting of this type of this learning plan would take place in a middle school in New York City, which is considered high needs. The students are in a self-contained 8th grade class, which means that they all have IEPs, and they're all in one of the settings that is primarily 12 to 1 to 1, which is 12 students to 1 teacher to 1 paraprofessional. This will take place during their AIS period, which is an academic intervention service period, which is what I teach here. It is a literacy through a technology class, and it takes place inside of the computer lab. This lesson takes care of a number of standards, including the integration of knowledge and ideas, and that's Common Core standards, New York State Common Core standards. It integrate and evaluate content and present it in diverse formats and media, including visually and quantitatively, as well in words. And this also hits a NET standard, NETS, which is for technology education, which is to create original works as a mean of personal or group expression. Ultimately, this lesson works within the idea of social cognitive learning theory. They'll be modeling by the teacher, even though the modeling is going to be done through video, which you guys are going to see next after you watch this, which allows the students to have a bunch of self-regulation. They're able to do things on their own. As for learning accommodations, this lesson was specifically drafted for special education students. So there is differentiated instruction, which allows for visual learners, auditory learners, and kinesthetic learners. And also there's a small class setting with a paraprofessional in the room. This needs to really happen in a media-rich environment. It's not quite the same in a media-poor environment, but in a media-rich environment, students will be using iMovie, YouTube, and other various Web 2.0 protocols in order to create their media-rich presentation. There needs to be a specific amount of prerequisite knowledge. I will call this in the pre-learning phase, which the students have achieved at a minimum at least partial mastery in the creation of movie documents through iMovie and or Movie Maker. This is important because without the ability to create that, they cannot quite take care of that. They cannot take part in the lesson. Students will at home watch a YouTube teaching video to teach them how to add annotations to videos, which is what the crux of the interactive YouTube is, and how to create a web of videos that correlate with each other. Students, after watching, will tweet a short response with the hashtag DiGeorge homework, and then they're going to create their own video. So the creation of the video will happen inside of the class. However, the main focus of the learning will be happening at home in the pre-learning phase. So the pre-learning phase will happen at home, and then we will go directly into phase 2, which is the output or the learner-driven activity, where the students will create 3 videos. One of them is a landing video or a main menu, and the other 2 are choices that the main menu would give. They will then upload their videos to YouTube and create the annotations that would link the videos together. This is the application of the pre-learning that was done at home. And when the students are applying this, the teacher, myself, will be in the classroom as well as a paraprofessional to help them out with that process. The teacher-driven activity, which is what I would do, is I will, on the side, be modeling the same exact process for students that may have not understood the process as they were watching it at home. This gives them the opportunity to catch up and learn again if there's a problem there. And then it gives me the opportunity to spend more time with them creating a real-world teaching example and a real-world example of how this would work in their real lives. Phase 4, the culmination, the students will then share their annotations with the class, share their linkable YouTube videos. Students who did not finish may finish at home in the computer lab during lunch or in the library after school. And students will also receive a rubric for their task. The rubric will be given at the end of this video, so you guys can hang out for that if you want. This allows them to create an artifact and allows them to create something that will not only work in my class, but it's something that they can create in other classes as well. So that's something that they could definitely do. And this gives them the opportunity to get away from PowerPoint, which 1995. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm causing problems for those of you who I irk. I do apologize. They need to incorporate this allows them to edit. This allows them to do a lot of things, and it really works from within zone of proximal development. I think this lesson will work, and I think it'll work rather strongly. It gives the students an opportunity to really do a number on getting information to the consumer in a number of different ways.